All right, y'all. We about to have a talk. I try my best. I try my best not to be upset. I don't want to be upset. I always try to stay positive. I always try to stay positive with these games, win, lose, or draw. But there's a serious problem that needs to be addressed, and it's not what you think it is. I've been putting it on Twitter, and we're going to talk about it. If this is your first time here, welcome to the First and Frame Rate Show. I am VF Baller, and over here I talk about the Atlanta Falcons and the Georgia Southern Eagles. And today we're going to talk about the post game of this Atlanta Falcons and Tampa Bay game. The game's not over yet, but there's nothing going to change after what has happened. It's 2 minutes. It's probably around about 2 minutes left in the game at the time of this recording. And I like to have an upbeat, I like to have a forward thinking outlook on things. But today, something needs to change. And it's kind of like what I was talking about with Georgia Southern, but that's going to be another story for another day. Something needs to change with Arthur Smith play calling. Something needs to change with that, because that is the reason why we are in the position we're in. If you look at the last game, when we played against the Eagles, same thing to now. Now, I will say, with the Eagles game, Jalen Mayfield did not block as well. Today, he did a much better job. I will admit, he did a much better job. But the play calling, these short passes that can constantly keep getting tipped, these short passes that gets you nowhere close to the first down marker, they got to stop. Now, we did go downfield a little bit, a lot better, after I was trying to figure out why we haven't thrown a ball past 15 yards all season. We started to go downfield a little bit, and it looked pretty good. And there was a time where the Falcons actually started to make this a game. We got within 3 points. And you know why we got within 3 points? I'm going to tell you why we got within 3 points. Matt Ryan and company started improvising a lot. They in some cases, you can look and say they kind of went off script in some plays. Yeah, it looked good, and some people were praising Arthur Smith for what happened, but I'm going to tell you this right now. When it went back to Arthur Smith just running his plays, you saw exactly what happened. More tip passes. 2 of them was for a touchdown. That was a pick 6. It's ridiculous. Excuse me, my son downstairs. He's having a ball watching nursery rhymes right now. Something, whatever he's watching. But I apologize for that. Nevertheless, this is a problem because this is a game plan that other teams going to see going forward. I noticed that we didn't have that many far down the field throws before. And like I said, if anybody has an all 22, and anybody watching the game a little different than I am, is it just like one like continuous or just a set bracket over everybody beyond 20 yards? Because we have not gone downfield maybe 95% of the times in this game. I'm trying to figure out, because when I look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Buccaneers are going downfield 20 yards, 15, 17-yard passes. We aren't going downfield at all. And that is the thing about what happened in this game. That is exactly what's going on in this game. It's like we're not going downfield at all. Even if the pressure's there. There are some plays that pressure not. You need to try to stretch this defense just to give them the threat, or give them the look that they have to respect the deep ball. We went deep one time, and Calvin really almost made a great play. I admit today, I made a great play. But we're not doing it enough to have any type of threat for other teams to look at. Those 15 points we scored. Also, those 15 points we scored in the third quarter were basically, like I said, it was us improvising. Look, for instance, Matt Ryan took it in for two on option read. Matt Ryan is not going to keep the ball and try to go in for 2. I mean, that's all improvising. You know what I'm saying? That's all improvising. And when we did improvise and actually play to our instincts, we actually made some progress. No, I don't think it has nothing to do with Arthur Smith play calling. I think something is really wrong here. I think something's wrong with this play calling, and something needs to change. He needs to be more aggressive. He needs to do something, because something is not right here. Something just not right. I don't like what I see with this play calling. So far, these last 2 games, something is off. The running game is okay, but he's not letting Matt Ryan be who he is. He's not letting Matt Ryan throw the ball down the field. I don't care if he throws down the field and it's a bunch of incompletions, or if it's an interception or whatever the case may be, you're not even giving him a chance to throw the ball down the field like that. These plays aren't even designed for that. And that's the stuff that is what's bothering me more than anything. Is like, you're not even trying to be aggressive. And speaking of being aggressive, when we were supposed to be aggressive, that fourth down, those 2 fourth down calls was like, what in the world? You missed, you try to do a fake punt, you try to draw them off sides, you were better off just going for it. And the second time when you do go for it, it just didn't work out. Give me that, baby. You don't need this. It just didn't work out. It was just a horrible call on fourth down. I don't know what is going on with the play. And, you know, I'm not an expert. I'm not a coach, but I know what I see in the last 2 games. And I'm going to be honest with you, not even just the last 2 games, even in the preseason, I saw stuff like this that's just not working. Just not working. And it's pathetic. 15 games ago, we need to make some changes or something. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done, or we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a serious problem for the rest of the season, because this type of stuff is unacceptable. It shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't be to where when you have an MVP style quarterback turning around, throwing balls 5 and 7 yards consistently. I think he threw the ball like 40 something times, almost 50 times, and had like less than 300 yards. That's dink and dunk. I mean, he's turning Matt Ryan to a check down Charlie, and I don't think that's not his skill set. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about Matt being a bad quarterback, whatever the case may be, but when you strip a player from what he's used to doing, you're not going to get good results. You're just not going to get it. Oh no! You know, it's just not going to happen. So I think that there's something seriously wrong with this team right now. I don't like what I see on offense. The defense, I would say the defense played okay. They did what they're supposed to do, but once again, those 48 points, what? We had 2, 3 pick sixes? That's 21 points on the board. So turn around, that's 27. You know, that's 21 points on the board. So therefore, you know, that's points that really, you know, did us in. So therefore, we need to do something different. Those short passes need to stop. And I did not want this to be a rant, but we're better than this talent-wise. But when you put the play calling out there and you put players in position to do crazy things like this, this is what happens. This defense for Tampa Bay knew exactly what kind of passes was coming. They had no threat to. I know, I'm going to get it for you. Give me a second. My son dropped something over here. I'm going to get it for him. They did not have no threat to go past 10 yards. None. So they knew what was going to happen. They jumped the routes. They tipped the passes, and that's how you got interceptions. That's just how it happened. But I'm going to leave it right there. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm crazy? You think I'm talking crazy? Do you think I don't know what I'm talking about? Am I on point? Somebody let me know. I don't believe that this game was lost because of the players on the field. I believe that I think we lost the game because of the play calling on the field. Coach Arthur Smith needs to do something different, or these other defenses are going to just sit at 7 yards after the line, 7 yards of coverage, and just tee off on our players every time we get a short pass, or every time the ball is being thrown short, tip, or they're going to jump the routes. We need to stretch the field, and we have players to do it, and we're not doing it at all. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sorry for the rant, but this had to be said because we're 2 games in, and this is ridiculous. My son is saying his ABCs. He tired of me ranting. But I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all guys be easy. You guys take care. Peace.